A lot of men can't answer that, me included, for a big portion of my life, because we've spent our whole lives convinced that our worth was tied to our work. You see, I know that feeling because at one point I lived it. I felt like to the world I was a hero. I was a respected leader in the uniform, but I over prioritized provision and essentially made it an idol. I was chasing the next rank, chasing the next dollar, chasing the next title, chasing the next position. Does any of that sound familiar? That was me for a long time. And if I'm honest with you, that was my definition of winning, right? As the sole provider of my home, I had to level up. Early in our dating years, when my wife and I were then boyfriend and girlfriend, there was a period of time where she left me. She dumped me because she sensed a sense of instability in my job hopping. I thought that it was great. This place will pay me 50 cents more an hour over this place. I'm jumping. I would light the bridge behind me and just set it ablaze because in my book, I was leveling up. I was becoming better version of myself by just continually leveling up the ladder of provision, right? I thought that was what right looked like. But she sensed instability. She sensed someone who just couldn't hold on to something and be content. But there's definitely some truth in that, right? See, I felt like I was winning everywhere except for where it really mattered most. If you feel like you're giving the world your absolute best, but your wife and your kids just get the scraps, stay with me for a few minutes, man, and we're going to talk about the identity shift that has to happen up here, and that will change everything. So let me tell you this, if you've never heard it from anyone else before, brother, you are not what you produce, and it's time that you start living like it. Now, man, if any of this is landing, if any of this sounds like it's a little too close to home, consider joining this community.